After making literally thousands of videos in my career, there's one thing I've learned. Comfort is the enemy of creativity. My mission today is to arm you with game-changing tips to make your video stand out with stock assets, but with a twist that's going to test every skill I've got. If I can pull this off, it might just change the way that we both create. So sit back, relax, and let's get to work. All right, so my challenge today has 3 parts. First, I'm going to give you some rock solid tips on how to use stock assets to make your videos way more impactful. Second, I'll be creating a fun sequence that you can watch at the end of this video, created solely with royalty-free assets from Storyblocks, unlimited stock media library. And third, I'm challenging myself to weave Storyblocks right into the content so this feels nothing like a typical sponsored video, because it's technically a video sponsored by Storyblocks. But I digress. All right, tip number 1, using stock footage to elevate your content and make more of an impact. Storyblocks has a huge library of high quality stock video clips that I use in my videos all the time, and I use them in a few different ways. One of my favorites is to share a metaphor, like how using Storyblocks to find B-roll to enhance your videos is as easy as apple pie. Another is to convey a feeling like we work so hard on our videos, don't we deserve a tool that makes it a whole lot easier on us when we edit? But my favorite way to use B-roll personally is to inject a little humor into my videos from time to time. Have you ever felt like video is hard to create and so frustrating to make, and it leaves you feeling overwhelmed? Well, with the right tools at your fingertips, it can become a lot simpler, a little less complicated, and you might even be inspired, so order now.
All right, Dan, that's enough.
But wait, there's more. Pro tip, no matter how you use B-roll, just keep in mind your viewers and their experience. Try to make something that you would want to watch yourself. This next tip might be the simplest yet most overlooked trick in video creation. Tip number 2, sound effects are your secret weapon for making a video come to life. I use them all the time to add emphasis, energy, or just an extra layer of interest. For example, when I want to make a key point, a quick slide, or a subtle click, or pop, can help guide your attention right where I want it. And here's the best part, Storyblocks has a massive library of sound effects ready to go, which saves me the hassle of recording or creating sounds myself. Say I wanted to make my call to action a little bit more engaging and entertaining. I could quickly snag a swoosh, a mouse click, and a bell ring to liven the whole thing up. Pretty cool, huh? And since we're already here, you should totally subscribe to the channel. Adding these little audio touches is such an easy way to pull viewers in, make points stick, and keep your audience engaged from start to finish. And now for an often overlooked game changer. Tip number 3, use music to set the tone and keep viewers engaged. Hey Bob, lower the lights a little bit. Okay, come here, listen close. This is really important. Jayla, cue the music. By using the right track, I can make this moment feel intense, serious, and even a little bit suspenseful. Hey Jayla, cue the corporate product release music. Music has this incredible ability to draw people in and hold their focus. When you want a message to land, the right music, like the tracks we've downloaded today from Storyblocks, can make all the difference. It's more than just background noise. It's a way to set the scene and make sure that what you say really sticks. Jayla, cue song 3. Man, this is a really high quality track. You know, when I'm gathering assets and trying to make a video like this one much more impactful than it would have been if it was just me talking on screen, I'm just blown away that I can have access to such a gigantic library of video clips, music, animation, transitions, and sound effects, and I only have to pay a small monthly or yearly subscription to have it all right here in the palm of my hand. It's kind of wild. Oh yeah, I was going to ask, if you use music in your videos, do you use it for dramatic effect? Alright, if you're enjoying these tips so far and starting to feel like you could make your videos a whole lot better by utilizing an awesome tool like Storyblocks, visit them today by using the link you see on the screen, and it's also down in the description below. With access to unlimited downloads of diverse and high quality media for one predictable subscription cost, you could say goodbye forever to expensive pay-per-clip pricing. And with all these high quality assets that I've been using in today's video, I'm starting to feel like I just might be able to pull off the final part of today's challenge. This is something many people are kind of afraid of, but they shouldn't be. Tip number 4, use animations to give your videos that extra professional edge. Whether it's an animated background, a smooth transition, or lower thirds to show titles, animations can make a video feel polished, well-designed, and frankly, a whole lot more entertaining. Storyblocks has tons of ready-made animations that you can drop right into your video. So even if you're not an animation wizard, you can still make your content look like it was done by a pro. Small touches, big impact. All right, it's time to talk about something that hardly anyone is doing. Tip number 5, using stock images to make a big impact in your video. Many people discount or forget about stock images because they don't move, but we know better, don't we? My sincerest apologies to Mr. Ken Burns. For instance, let's say that I'm talking about overcoming obstacles in video production. Using an image like this of a climber scaling a mountain can immediately convey the idea of pushing through tough challenges. It's a metaphor that anyone can relate to, and it makes my point without needing additional words or extra footage. Showing other challenges can further drive home the point and add engaging factors into my video. With a tool like Storyblocks, I can find just the right image to add visual depth and make sure the message really resonates with my audience. Or I can just spend all my time searching for adorable puppies. I mean, come on, who doesn't love puppies, right? Now, as promised, I've got something kind of special to show you. A short sequence I put together using only assets from Storyblocks and my voice. This little scene is all about the hard work it takes to create great video content and why it's so worth it in the end. Go ahead and roll it, Bob. Every big idea starts small, like a seed planted in the soil. We place it in fertile ground, giving it the space to take root and begin its journey. Next comes the nurturing. Just like tending young plants, we shape our ideas with care and patience, giving them the guidance they need to grow strong. Then it's time to dig in. Bringing an idea to life is like working the fields. We put in the hard work, refining and shaping until it stands tall. As the finish line approaches, we prepare for the harvest. We inspect every detail, ensuring everything is ready to shine, just as a farmer checks the crops before the pick. And finally, we harvest. After all the planning, effort, and care, our idea is ready to be shared, ripe and full of promise. It's the culmination of every small step brought to life and ready for the world. Not too shabby. I feel like I pulled off today's challenge. Audience, Storyblocks, Bob, Jayla, what do y'all think? And now that you know how to enhance your videos with stock assets from Storyblocks, watch this video and learn how to write a great script that can leverage all of those high quality assets.